Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Guys, we're going to do our buddy bio right now. Get a little
happy
knowledge about
time,
everybody.
okay.
Yeah.
Drop some knowledge.
All right, so everybody, let's start where you're from. So I'm from a small fishing village. No, I'm from a small suburban town called La Cañada, Flinders, California. But that's not originally where I'm from. I'm from San Gabriel, California, which is where I was born. And yeah, I was there for the first 4 years of my life. And then my family was like, "Let's move to La Cañada," and I was like, "Cool." I was 4. I didn't care.
All right.
Yeah.
I am from Des Moines, Iowa, but technically the suburbs of Des Moines, Iowa. West Des Moines, Iowa. So it's
Is that
pretty
what
much,
it's called, the suburb?
Yeah, West Des Moines. But I lived in Kansas City for 5 years of my life when I was in kindergarten. Yeah.
Did you move for a little while and then go back?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Helen.
I'm actually always get so excited when I can say this. I'm West Philadelphia born and raised.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, and I've never lived anywhere else. So city of brotherly love and drive-by shootings.
Oh, God.
Wow. That sounds like downtown LA for me.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Yeah, right?
Downtown La Cañada.
You want to be like a bunch of hosers.
All those high schoolers in their Audi A4s driving by.
Okay, so I'll ask the next question. I'm in charge now.
Oh, you have questions that you know.
I'm coming up with them right now.
Okay.
What is your dream career?
Wow.
I just sounded like a man. I promise.
All right, I'll start this off. So my dream career is to be a sports agent. For people who may not know.
Well, his hands are manicured.
This is gonna
paint and nails.
It's a real professional thing that's gonna get me a sports agency job. They're not gonna think any different of me.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who doesn't know, it is a profession where I will manage the lives and contracts of any athlete that I may get as a friend/negotiating piece. So I'll take 10% of their money to keep them from getting scammed. Besides being scammed by me.
Exactly.
Obviously.
That's great. It's heartwarming.
Snaps for Connor.
It's like they're so shiny.
Do you want to go next?
Sure. Okay, so my dream career would be to be a literary manager, which is basically, for the non-theater folk, it's the person at a theater company or production company that selects scripts for production and development. So that's kind of my hope. I also hope to be a dramaturg and kind of help people with development and be a producer.
Oh, sweet.
Thanks.
So like theater producing.
Yeah. I don't know how to camera.
It's okay. I don't. I'm tired right now. I apologize. I guess. So my dream job is still kind of undefined because I keep changing my mind, it seems like, because I really like the idea of doing production design for films, but I also really like the idea of being a producer for films. Once again, just basically film and doing things that I can be creative and in charge, basically.
What would be production design? I actually don't
know.
what
Production
that is.
design is like the look of the film. They're overall in charge of the entire art department and the costumes and set, like all together.
It's like Wes
Anderson.
So they have the final say on how the film is going to look. Like, oh, these costumes don't look like I think they should. Change that.
Basically,
you can change the department.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and like the color scheme, and they're the ones who are kind of in charge of like concept art or
cool.
like that kind of stuff.
That'd be
which
pretty cool.
I would totally be in on.
Nice. Do you have a question now written for all three of us? Now that we're just switching off.
If you could be any flavor of ice cream, what would it be? That's my favorite question.
Oh my god.
I know, because it says a lot about somebody.
Oh, coffee Heath Bar Crunch.
It's a good one. Mine's mint chocolate chip,
Nice.
definitely.
Or
Or strawberry chocolate chip. I don't know. It's very
something with chocolate chips in it.
good.
I don't know. It's like, I want to say because my favorite's mint chocolate chip, but I don't
But
feel
your
like
personality.
Yeah, my personality, I'd
chocolate
say, is more of probably a rainbow sherbet. I'm just so vibrant and
I was
happy.
gonna say because you're flamboyant. I was like,
No, because it's just like, when I see rainbow sherbet, I'm like, oh, that looks so much fun. It's like fun on the outside, and it's also tasty on the inside. So it's like, hey, everything's good.
Connor,
And I'm great.
It's like
Honestly.
delicious.
Tastes good.
Okay, Connor's question.
Oh, God. Why is it up to me again?
We're going in a circle.
Ooh, this might be an interesting one. How was everybody's high school proms?
Oh my god.
I love this question because I always like to hear how people's
Really?
proms were.
Mine were so fun. I went with one of my best guy friend the first year, But I had to wear Converse because he was the same height as me.
Oh, so you didn't want to be taller.
He didn't want me to be taller.
He was feeling a little
Yeah,
down about himself. Down about him.
And then my second
Bad joke.
date was another. It's okay. And my second one was another guy friend, but he's 6'4", and so I got to wear heels finally, and it was fun.
How did it feel to be taller?
I wasn't taller, and I was still like fairly short compared to him, and I was like wearing like, it was the best. And I loved my dresses. Sorry, I got really excited about my dresses.
Helen?
Oh, prom was horrific.
Really?
Yeah, my high school boyfriend told me he was gay at prom.
Oh shit.
Oh, at prom?
Oh yeah, he was
I
I didn't
mean,
know that. I knew you
That'd
said
actually
you got
almost be
gay.
worse if you had like
Yeah.
a really good time
So-
and then that ruined
like-
the good
Oh
time. that
no,
you
we didn't have
had.
a good time, so it was okay. No, I went to prom with him junior year, and then senior year he was dating someone else, and he
Was it a guy?
No, it was a girl, who looked like a guy. She was. Well, that was mean. That was my mean moment of the
Keep
night.
going.
And I went to prom with a freshman who was also gay, who was David Boreanaz's nephew from Bones. So that's kind of cool.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. And he like stopped me and he was like, "Oh, I broke up with my new girlfriend." I was like, oh, "Okay, cool." He's like, "Yeah, I started thinking I was still in love with you," and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." And then he was like, "But then I realized I'm just gay." And I was like, "Okay."
That's a weird way to word it.
And-
yeah, I thought I was in love with you, but then I realized I'm just gay.
And then a
I
girl
like
threw up
men.
on me. A girl threw up on me too.
Oh god, not really fun.
Yeah, high school wasn't fun. That was basically like a pretty good metaphor for my whole entire high school experience. So,
And then a girl threw up on me.
And then a girl threw up
Rough on
on
me.
my dress.
and I don't know who it is to this day. I don't know who it was. Somebody's date from another school. She threw
Alright.
up on me and cried on me, and I was like,
Solid,
oh.
solid. Let's see the saga of Connor's dances. So most of the way through high school, I just went with friends to dances because I was like, I'm not gonna ask people. I don't really care enough.
Yeah, I know.
And then junior year prom, I was like, I'm gonna ask someone I like. Might as well go for it. So I asked a friend of mine who we both like had been talking. We're like, oh, we kind of like each other. Let's see how it goes at prom.
Oh no.
But then at prom, she kept trying to go and grind on this guy who she liked, who was graduating, who had a girlfriend, like at the dance, who they were dancing.
Just not like
And she like
this.
walked over, and was like, "Hey, you want to dance?" And he's like, "I'm with my girlfriend." And
Girlfriend.
she's like, she went to
So
the
you
bathroom and
still
cried the
could-
rest of the night. So I just went and just hung out with friends. That was awful.
That sucks.
And then my senior year, I went
feel
with
like I
my
only had
ex, who
good
was on her
proms.
period.
What does that mean?
Yeah, Connor.
Are we really gonna pull this up?
Yeah,
right now?
actually.
As the voice of
Well,
feminism-
explain the rest of the story.
Well,
If it has something.
she was always a mean person in general, and then this night she didn't even talk to me the entire dance
How do you know she was on her period?
because she told me. It was also my birthday weekend.
Wait, what?
what?
She
I'm
was
so
like-
confused.
She was like, she like the only thing she like told me the entire night. We sat there on the balcony, not saying anything for 4 hours. The only thing she said was, "I'm sorry, I'm on my period,"
Connor,
as an excuse for something. I think she was just a
Okay.
terrible person.
Connor,
I'm not trying to be like a sexist.
no. I'm talking about her. She was just
Oh
like,
no, she
I'm
was just
sorry,
an awful
I'm on my
girlfriend.
period.
In general,
Like,
she was an awful person.
Connor, I'm gonna break something to you that you should know as a straight male.
Yes.
When girls are like, "I'm on my period," that's what I mean. No, it's just because they're mean. It doesn't
Excuse.
really change anything.
All right, well now that I know
Now you
that,
know.
finally as a
Because
straight male, I
literally,
can
I've
know.
never been like naturally mean on my period. Like I
I've just been-
swear to God,
Really?
I think that's
Tired.
genuinely just like
I'm
Just
glad
a
we're
myth.
talking about
I
periods.
swear to God. Buddy
got
time,
free
period
buddy
time.
chat. Yes.
No, but
Seriously.
okay, well it was just an overall awful dance because she was a mean person. So
Periods, man. Boy.
Period. She was
Yeah,
just an
fuck
awful
period.
person.
oh.
All right, my turn.
Just have bad jokes.
What is your pet peeve? Mine, I'm gonna
Periods.
say,
Okay,
Sorry.
Mine-
I'm sorry.
mine is like when people do weird things in common rooms. So like when we just
Oh,
walked in
we
here, there
just
were
walked
two
in.
people and they were like talking to each other like they were like, you know, the last scene of the Hunger Games when they're like, we survived. They were like cuddling and I'm like, what the
Very
poop
time.
are you talking about? And so I said, wow, this smells like feet, and they left. So
Well, at least you got them to not be awkward in a
That's-
common
Oh,
room.
yeah.
That's supposed to be for everybody.
I out awkward them. This is not a place for loving. This is a place for making videos.
My biggest pet peeve, and it's like I don't know why it angers me so much. It's but when people don't laugh, they just say that's funny.
Oh my god.
So like the
no.
Scrubs episode.
Yes.
Okay.
Because when there's a person in my town, I don't know who it is, but I always happen to be
Laughing
in
at
comedy movies at the exact same time as this one person. Don't know who it is, and they just go in the movie theater. They never laugh. It could be a comedy movie. Everyone's laughing so hard, and then he goes, "Are he or she, I don't even know. It's just, that's funny.
That's so fun. No shit.
Like, I don't even think
Sherlock.
I don't think they're trying to troll anybody. I genuinely think they don't know how to laugh.
That's
That's
sad.
actually terrifying.
It's like a
Sounds
dog who doesn't know how to
children's
bark.
book.
Never learned. Their parents just, like, is it just a family lineage of never saying?
Like,
Or like how
they
I never
can't
learned
laugh.
to love.
They're all watching a TV show. That's so funny. It's just dead quiet.
The worst time, though, was in Tropic Thunder, which I was laughing so
Ooh.
hard during that movie. And then just behind me, that's funny! I'm like, no!
No,
You can't be here!
It's not funny if you point it out.
Alright.
Oh, my biggest pet peeve is when people say that they don't watch TV.
Because everyone
Austin
watches
does
TV.
not
Everyone
watch
watches.
it.
I know. It makes me so mad. Or people
Austin
are
says
like,
that all the time.
I don't watch TV. Because I watch all the TV in the world. And then they just like look at me like, I don't watch TV. And I'm like, you are not better than me.
Well,
I'm better than you.
I feel like with that, everyone watches TV. What do they watch? Netflix is still TV.
Netflix is still TV.
I still think, I personally think YouTube is kind of TV. Like, in a weird way. In a weird, it's
But
internet
But then
television.
that means that, like, movies would technically be television.
Confession
which
time,
isn't-
I hate YouTube.
Okay.
I can't
Really?
watch YouTube videos.
What? Well,
I
then
just-
why
I
are you
can't.
talking to me?
Why are you
Because I
talking
have
to
to make
Rin?
it.
Literally, I went to LA to meet a YouTuber.
Literally, that's all she just YouTube.
I'm sorry,
things.
Rin. See, that means that you can have him all for yourself, though. even
He's
though you're
gay.
You can still have him all for yourself. It's never stopped me before.
Yeah, Helen's had plenty
Apparently.
of.
Nope. Homosexuality has never stopped me before.
Never stabbed me.
Ain't no stopping me.
Nothing stops Helen from getting her man.
And if he doesn't want me to be his girl. Never mind, let's go.
Let's not go into dark places.
Yes, let's go back from there. What should my next? I guess the last question.
This is like really bad.
I'm assuming because we're past like 12
Yeah.
minutes. I don't know. I need to think of something, guys. I need to think of a question.
Can we talk about all these photos?
No, those were from the videos that we had to send in. The 10 facts,
Oh, really?
or like the question videos.
Because like all of them are in like the perfect like prime spot. Like
and
that
like
one.
that one, I'm like,
Ooh, I've got.
This one.
Okay, I've got one.
okay.
Who scared you most on your first night of blushing?
Oh, James, that's easy. That was
Awkwardy.
definitely James.
Awkwardy because I thought she was really mad when I didn't know her last name.
I felt really bad.
Really bad because I went. "Drum."
Then we were all just like,
And I think at one point she said good, and I was like, oh, okay.
all right.
I don't know. It's kind of a tie between James, who was just like, oh, he's just had such this face.
Oh yeah, he gets angry.
Between James and actually, I don't know, Dennis personally, just the way he acts sometimes.
He did the
Like when he
thing.
does his actor persona, where he just gets angry at you.
But I
which I've
knew it
seen
was his
before.
actor persona, so I was just like, you're not like that in real life.
But sometimes the actor persona, like I think, oh, is Dennis actually mad? Because I've also seen him actually mad. It's the exact same thing.
One of my friends would always do that, and they'd be like, they just have the best like straight face, and be
Mhm.
like, you need to stop. Like, literally everyone's been talking about, like, we really, seriously, you should really stop. And like, they keep
That's
going with
terrifying.
it, and it was
That's not
genuinely
right.
like,
So like
it
it's
was
like,
like,
a joke
I knew it was a
that
joke, but every time I was like,
what did I do?
like, I'm sorry.
Oh,
like,
I was also kind of afraid of Jess because she's such a wild card. I was like, what is she going to do next? Because I was like, if I were following any Zeta around like Boston, and I would be like scared for my life as to what would happen next, it would be Jess.
Because you never know what's
For
going to happen.
sure,
And it'd be like The Hangover. You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And I never found out why Mufasa is so important to her.
Simba.
because
Simba.
Simba. And I said because Hakuna Matata, and then she said kind of. Or she was like close.
I
And
don't
was
think
like,
Jess knows either.
Just, like, do we know why Shrek is important to us?
Shrek is life.
You'll find out.
Yeah,
Shrek
we
is
should
love,
find
Shrek
out. We
is
should really
life.
find out it's important to us.
Line up from Shrek is love to Shrek,
Shrek
is
is
life.
life.
Well, that's been a great new episode
Okay.
with Helen, Connor, and Rin.
Bye.
All right, that's fun. Bye.